Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we're going to grab some jarred chickpeas, which is the same thing as the canned ones, and a couple other basic heart-healthy ingredients and create a super delicious recipe. We're talking a creamy chickpea cucumber sandwich. And let me tell you, this sandwich has layer upon layer of so many amazing flavors. The recipe is easy to make, where there's no weird equipment needed or tricky techniques. And the best part, it's all done within minutes, with absolutely no cooking on the stovetop. Folks, serve this sandwich next to a handful of chips and a couple ice cold beers. More specifically, Estrella from Barcelona, and have yourself the best moment in your day. This video is sponsored by Tienda.com. The Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen, and they've been around since 1996. And like I always tell you, they have the biggest selection of artisan Spanish ingredients, like queso manchego, the famous jamón serrano and jamón ibérico, Marcona almonds, olives, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, and all the spices you need and basic pantry staples, such as jarred chickpeas, which we're going to be using in today's recipe, among so many other great ingredients. And let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans, that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings, and they even offer classic grilling systems, that way you can always perfectly cook your paella. Folks, visit Tienda.com, let them know Albert from Spain on a Fork sent you there, and make sure you use coupon code ONAFORK during checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, let's just dive right into this. I'm going to drain 1 jar of cooked chickpeas into a colander. Once again, this is the same thing as the canned ones. And rinse the chickpeas under some water. Size of the jar that I'm using is 25 ounces, which is 700 grams. Link where you can get the super soft Spanish chickpeas I'm using in the description box below. Then we'll shake off any of the excess water and transfer the chickpeas into a large bowl. And then using a potato masher or a large fork, we'll mash down on the chickpeas until they're semi-mashed, meaning it's okay if you have little chunks of chickpeas in there. Then we'll add in a 5-ounce container of plain Greek yogurt over the mashed chickpeas, which is 150 grams. I'm using low fat, but you can also use full fat, non-fat, or even a plant-based one to easily veganize this recipe. We'll also add in 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, which is 15 grams, 1 cup of chopped English cucumber, which is 130 grams, 1/3 cup of chopped red onion, which is 50 grams, 1/4 cup of chopped dill pickles, which is 35 grams, finely grate in 2 cloves of garlic. As always, if you don't have a grater, you can just finely chop them. And 2 tablespoons of chopped chives, which is 6 grams. Then we'll squeeze in 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice, which is 15 milliliters. And season everything with sea salt and a generous portion of freshly cracked black pepper. And like I've told you in the past, that black pepper brings out an incredible flavor in the yogurt. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together. And if you see that your mixture is not creamy enough, you just add in some more Greek yogurt. For the next step, let's start prepping the bread. I'm going to grab a couple slices of sandwich bread and lightly toast them. I'm using whole wheat, but you can use whatever bread you like. The most important thing, make sure to lightly toast it. That way once you add the creamy chickpea mixture, it doesn't get mushy and break apart. To assemble the sandwiches, we'll add in some of the creamy chickpea mixture over a slice of toast, and top it off with another piece of toast. Check it out, our creamy chickpea cucumber sandwich is done. Easy to make, simple heart-healthy ingredients, and all done within minutes with absolutely no cooking on the stovetop. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, a creamy chickpea and cucumber sandwich. This looks absolutely delicious. Here we go. Take a bite. One day, teleporting it. For me, once again, another one of those dishes where less is more, and the simple things are the best things, because we got such basic ingredients. We got so much flavor out of the sandwich. That creamy texture has so many great flavors, with the chickpeas and the cucumbers really shining through. The rest of the ingredients, the perfect balance of goodness. Easy to make, heart healthy. Give it a try at home. Once again, next to a handful of chips and a couple ice cold beers. more specifically Estrella from Barcelona, and have yourself a fabulous meal. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Dr. Michael Barvitz, Clarence Bolin, Martin Giddings, and Aravinda Garimea. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.